In Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, the Yeti are described as large, furry humanoids that lurk in Arctic climates. They're often described as a cross between a human and a bear, covered in thick white fur that keeps them warm, and helps hide them in their snowy domain. They were known to stalk prey and set ambushes, hunting any foolish enough to venture out into the icy wilds of the world. The standard Yeti has an AC of 12 and 51 hit points. They have a walking and climbing speed of 40 feet, a +4 to strength, a +1 to dex, a +3 to con, a -1 to intellect, a +1 to wisdom, and a -2 in charisma. They have a perception check of +3 and a passive perception of 13, as well as a +3 to stealth and immunity to cold damage. They have the trait Fear of Fire, which imposes disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws when they're damaged by fire, and the Keen Smell trait that gives them advantage on smell-based perception checks. They also have a trait called Snow Camouflage, which gives them advantage on stealth checks in snowy terrains. They have a multi-attack that allows them to use their Chilling Gaze and 2 claw attacks per turn. The claws have a +6 to hit and deal 1d6 +4 slashing, and 1d6 cold damage per hit, a total range of 6 to 16 damage overall. Their Chilling Gaze ability allows them to choose one target within 30 feet that they can see. The target must also be able to see the Yeti, and must pass a DC 13 Constitution save, or else take 3d6 cold damage and be paralyzed for 1 minute. This has no effect if they are somehow immune to cold damage. The target can repeat this throw at the end of each of its turns, with a success not only ending the effect, but making them immune to the Chilling Gaze of all normal Yetis for 1 hour. Yetis are an incredibly dangerous creature at lower levels, and can be a huge problem if they're paired with other low CR creatures. As a DM, I would personally pair a Yeti with beasts like a pack of wolves or a couple of bears that act as pets or scavengers. I would have the Yeti lying in wait in the snow, gaining advantage on its stealth check and hopefully remaining hidden from the party. I would have it lie in wait until other creatures attack the party, and the players get into their positions to fight those creatures. Then, I would have the Yeti sneak up to the closest target and explode from the snow, attacking them from a hidden position. I would have it target this straggler with its Chilling Gaze and 2 claw attacks, striking to kill. Every turn for the Yeti after this should involve using the Chilling Gaze on a player, and then using 2 claw attacks, targeting anyone who's been affected by the gaze as a priority. Anyone who's affected by it will be paralyzed, which means they can't move, take actions, or speak, and attacks against them are at advantage. In addition, an attack from melee that hits is an automatic critical hit, dealing twice the damage. Once every player has passed the check on the Chilling Gaze, there's no more point in even using it, so the strategy becomes 2 claw strikes, prioritizing those who are still paralyzed to bring them down, and then fighting the rest of the party to the death. In mythology, the Yeti is a massive ape-like creature said to exist in the Himalayan mountains in Asia, with Western audiences commonly referring to it as the abominable snowman. Similar to the Bigfoot in America, the Yeti has been sighted many times, and many people tell tales about seeing them walking around the mountain range. Many scholars believe that this myth stems from the mixing of Sherpa folklore and the misidentification of local animals, such as seeing bears standing on their hind legs in a snowstorm. Tibetan myths say that there are 3 types of Yeti: the Nyalmo, which is over 15 feet tall with dark black fur, the Rangshimbombo, which has reddish-brown fur and is only about 3 to 5 feet tall, and the Chuti, which has the most famous description of being 7 to 8 feet tall and covered in snow-white fur. The Yeti is a popular folktale in Tibet and has permeated most contemporary media, with movies, video games, books, and all other forms of media portraying them in a variety of ways. When comparing the monster to the myth, we find that much has been lifted straight from folklore. Both the myth and the monster are described as large humanoid monsters with fur, with the D&D creature being modeled off of the most popular Chuti version of the Yeti myth. The D&D Yeti has a climb speed and a thick white pelt that are perfect for snow-capped mountain ranges, similar to the Himalayas of Tibet. The Chilling Gaze ability might have been lifted from a common condition for Himalayan climbers, in which a combination of snow blindness and high altitude can stun people and cause permanent damage to their eyes. All in all, a fitting translation from the real-life lore to Dungeons & Dragons. If you enjoyed that video, consider giving it a like and giving me a follow. And for more of my videos, you can find me on Twitch @Moglaroo, YouTube @Moglaroo Streams, and TikTok @Moglaroo Streams as well.